Do you believe that this is something he's doing for attention? Do you think this is some way to escape involvement with school or whatever? Or do you think this is a legitimate feeling, issue going on with him?
I think it's a legitimate feeling. He's confused, and I truly think he'll eventually be a female. My 17-year-old son, Joe, is transitioning from male to female. We've had a rough time with this. It's like bereavement, where you have to grieve for your son and welcome a daughter. My husband does not support Joe's transition. Don't be dressed like that when your dad gets home, because he doesn't want to see it. He feels it's a phase. Joe goes by Arianna, but I call him Joe. You know how I feel about Joe. We do not use female pronouns regarding Joe in the house. As a kid, Joe did wear t-shirts over his head to pretend it was long hair. Joseph always wanted to play dress up with the girls. Joe came out to me during his freshman year that he's gay. Joseph came out to my husband and I as transgender about a year ago. At first I was angry. I refused to go out in public with Joe because of the way he looked. I was severe and would tell him, take off. And you're gonna wear those.
What?
You're making it worse.
You don't like them?
No,
Why?
because they're horseshoes.
I'm not a whore though.
I didn't say you were a whore, I said they are horseshoes. It feels awkward to be seen in public with Joe as of right now. I can just feel people staring, it's almost like a laser. I worry about Joe ending up in the sex trade. I'm physically exhausted, mentally exhausted. I told him in 6 months and 2 weeks when you turn 18, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. What are you gonna do when you turn 18? When your dad and I say, get out, we're tired of dealing with it. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna have to let him go.
Okay, you're having a tough time with this, right?
Yes.
Be honest and tell me what's really bothering you, what bugs you about this?
The disrespect, like I said, my husband and I are both retired military, and we have a certain way we want to do things. And we constantly argue and everything with Joe with what he wears. Random
Right.
people coming to the house picking him up, finding out from the neighbors. So of course I'm furious, and I expect him to respect those house rules. That's the way we were raised.
But what is it you're furious about? Are you furious about the fact that there is a change in the wind here, that your son is saying that he doesn't feel like a male and wants to transition here to a female? Is that
The transgender thing doesn't matter. It's the schooling
now that just come on.
now other people that
That's not true. I mean, I've read your interview top, side, and bottom. That's just not true. That's what you think is socially acceptable to say, but that's not really how you feel.
right.
You don't go out. You don't
No,
want to
I
go out in
won't go
public
out-
with him.
No, and when I go out,
You're ashamed of it. You're worried about what's going to happen to him. So why do you say that doesn't? Are you trying to be politically correct?
No, to a point, it doesn't bother me because of the fact that my family's supportive.
Doctors have told you that if you're going to meet him where he is, and I'm using your terms, you're going to meet him where he is, that you need to refer to Joe with female pronouns.
Correct.
And you've said, ain't happening.
Not out in public, I won't do it. And at home, I won't do it. But at his medical appointments, I started to try, and as his mother, try and do she and her. And I have yet to call him Arianna.
But you think this is a phase?
I don't necessarily think it's a phase. My husband does. I think it's something that he truly is going to eventually change his sexual orientation.
You said he changes names like you change underwear.
Yeah, that's true. He does.
Like it's Arianna, Victoria, but that's the name is not important. Do you believe that this is something he's doing for attention? Do you think this is some way to escape involvement with school or whatever? Or do you think this is a legitimate feeling, issue going on with him?
I think it's a legitimate feeling. He's confused, and I truly think he'll eventually be a female.